Namaste Krishna Rao garu. Welcome to IYRTalks English edition. We have again, seeing, some sort of, political drawing controversy by the political parties, and the Congress being the nationalist party and the party ruling in Karnataka. Recently, we have seen Siddaramaiah announcing that the employment should be made available only to Karnatakas and none other than. So, this way an industrialist normally comes and then establishes his place only to see that he tried to get the best talent and then try to produce and then contribute something to the exchequer by making sustained profits. But if this is a political intervention, even for the industry, and the government said, I am not talking about in a private sector, if they are going to insist that, there is going to be lot of industrialists, they walk back again, because whom to employ, what qualification, what are his credentials, based on that, an industrialist will decide the recruitment policy. But if the government intervenes in the recruitment policy and they say, because you may not get the people to cater to the needs of every industry. I am not talking about whether it be called manufacturing, distribution or anything. So I think this is a little vague proposition, and of course he has withdrawn, and our Deputy Prime Minister from Andhra Pradesh also has tweeted on this. What do you think could be the motive behind Siddaramaiah trying to make such announcements?
Yeah, this is a warning of what things are going to be in case Congress comes to power at center. Because this is not done by some regional party. It's not done by some DMK or by some Telugu Desam government here or some other BJD government. It's done by a chief minister of a national party, the Congress. How can Congress say this was done by the chief minister without the prior consent of the High Command or the CWC? It's a major decision. So this is a policy that the Congress approves or upholds. That's the thing on which the government will have to, the Congress party will have to answer. It's one of the most thoughtless, useless decision of the Karnataka government, only with a very, very parochial vote bank in mind. Nothing more than that. And it will boomerang. Boomerang in the sense, if they insist on that, if industries start moving out of Karnataka, then they will also place a lot of problem from their own local people. Why have you done this and endured that? They go out. Because after all today, especially software and others, there is no physical investment in infrastructure in terms of machines and other things. So any day they decide they can move out of a place. So that being the case, why did this man did this? I am still not able to understand. And I think it's time industry themselves come up with a legally binding agreement and insist on that being signed by the state government before they announce investment in any particular state. That recruitment will be free from rota quota business and they can follow their proper transparent HR policy. Unless they insist on that, this type of basically cheap politics by some of our divisive leaders, and most of them are divisive leaders, will keep on happening. I hope, I'm happy that the better sense prevailed and for this time is stopped at that. And this is not something good. And in fact, when you are talking of an industry, you are competing internationally, not even nationally. So they have every right to locate it anywhere in the world. And today, talent is being hired from across the world. If you have the capability and capacity, you are hired. So that being the case, how can you say it should only come? Broadly, yes, informally, non-technical, non-managerial post, locals can always be employed, but that's an informal agreement, not so much a formal. dikkut from the government. It should not be.
So let's go for the best of the times. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.